Welcome back to the David Pakman Show. I am Farron Cousins from Ring of Fire, sitting in for David Pakman today. Now, if you tuned into the program yesterday, you heard producer Pat doing a wonderful job talking about Donald Trump going after Mitch McConnell, going after Elaine Chao. And I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but I do want to take a couple minutes and talk about that story one more time, because I do believe that there's more that we need to be looking at here. So, in case you missed the story yesterday, Donald Trump over the weekend came out. Let me just read it. This is what he put on Truth Social. Why do Republican senators allow a broken down hack politician Mitch McConnell to openly disparage hardworking Republican candidates for the United States Senate? This is such an affront to honor and to leadership. He should spend more time and money helping them get elected and less time helping his crazy wife and family get rich on China. So, of course, Elaine Chao was Donald Trump's transportation secretary. And yes, there were plenty of, allegations against her while she was transportation secretary that she was steering federal money towards her family business. They were going to investigate that, but then after she resigned after January 6th, the DOJ just said, forget it. Let bygones be bygones, right? That's terrible. And of course it was Trump's DOJ, but that doesn't mean the DOJ couldn't still do that, right? I mean, there were credible allegations, right? There was evidence that suggested that she was using her position to benefit her family business. Kind of sounds like the thing we ought to be investigating, right? Isn't that the kind of thing that we want to root out of politics? But all of that aside, it's the attack on Mitch McConnell himself that really stuck out to me. Because Trump, like everybody else in this country, looks at the poll numbers. And right now, those poll numbers show that not only are Democrats most likely going to retain control of the Senate, but they're probably going to pick up a couple of seats too. They could end up picking up seats in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, as well as holding on to seats that they previously thought they may not, including in the state of Georgia. So Democrats are sitting pretty. Republicans are running out of money, thanks to Rick Scott being a horrible manager of the National Republican Senatorial Campaign Committee. They're running out of money. They're pulling ads in crucial swing states, including Wisconsin and Pennsylvania that I just mentioned. And so they need a fall guy. They need somebody to blame for the fact that Republicans in the Senate are doing very bad. Enter Mitch McConnell, right? Donald Trump, as we all know, has been going after Mitch McConnell for months and months and months. Just absolutely trashing the guy earlier this year and last year, of course, trying to get people to run for Senate by pledging that they will not vote for Mitch McConnell to be in a leadership position again. He only got 2 people, by the way, to sign on to that whole deal. But this is something Trump has been laying the groundwork for a year, replacing Mitch McConnell. So what he is doing right now has less to do with McConnell's wife, has nothing to do with the investigations that should be taking place. He is setting McConnell up to take the fall for the fact that Republicans put forth some bad candidates. And the irony here, of course, is that these candidates that are likely going to lose, these are all Trump-backed candidates. Ron Johnson in Wisconsin, latest poll numbers show him doing terribly right now. Well, he's also implicated in the fake elector scheme. But don't worry, he said this week, he came out, he's like, I was only involved in it for, quote, seconds. Okay, but you were still involved by your own admission now. So good luck with that in court. Then you have, of course, Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania. We all know how that's going. Herschel Walker in Georgia. Terrible campaign with a terrible candidate. J.D. Vance up in Ohio, who Trump thought was going to be the golden boy. Can't even beat Tim Ryan. So all of Trump's people are failing. And Mitch McConnell has been coming out recently blaming Trump, without having to name him, for basically saddling the Republican Party with these horrible candidates. So Trump is trying to flip the script, of course, blame it all on McConnell because his leadership is just terrible, so he can finally oust the man that he has had this personal vendetta against for over a year. Probably not going to work. Probably wouldn't work out well for Republicans anyway, even if that happened, because as horrible of a human being as I believe that Mitch McConnell is, he is good at what he does. Now, what he does is terrible. Don't get me wrong. But that guy knows how to play the game. That guy knows how to manipulate people. He knows how to be sneaky, conniving, backstabbing, all of that. That's how he's gotten so far ahead in life. So if you remove that guy from the top of your party, you're going to suffer. Democrats are going to do so much better. So I guess what I'm saying is, keep up the crusade, Donald, because I would love nothing more than to see Mitch McConnell ousted from leadership, because that's going to create a massive void within the Republican Party that I don't think any of you know how to fill.